and welcome to Love Light the Other Side. Merry Christmas to you all. Let's get into your reading. Let's see what next year is going to hold for you. If this resonates with you, please click the subscribe button. Tell your friends. Word of mouth is better than anything else. There's your first card, which is the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Second card is the Hermit in the upright. Yeah, there's a lot of people spending Christmas alone by themselves. If you find one of those people, grab them, bring them to your house, break bread with them. Sometimes people don't tell you when they have nobody around them or no family. Christmas should be spent among friends. Okay, and give me one more card. Give me one more card. One more card. Oh, there we go. Just jumped right into my hands. Okay, like I said, you have the Ace of Wands. In the reverse, you lack of motivation, and that you're not going to feel like doing anything for the next little while, and that's going to bring on some boredom for you. If you do hear somebody playing guitar in the background, that's just my neighbor. So you have some obstacles coming your way. Yeah, delays, obstacles, same thing. And some of you are preparing to meet somebody or have a reunion with somebody from the past. Can you give me a little bit more about that? Hammer is your next card. It's like sabotage or rebuilding. Okay, so the person that's coming around again, this person sabotaged a relationship you had, or you're just rebuilding the grounds to a relationship, the foundation to a relationship you have, and now you're getting this phone call from this person saying, hey, I'd like to reconnect. I'm very sorry, I'd like to sit and have some coffee with you. And now, just as you're rebuilding a relationship you had, that there was somebody that was trying to sabotage it, you want to say, hey, okay, I don't want to have anything more to do with this person. You know what the damage they caused. But this was a friend of yours that you used to have when you were like in high school, elementary, childhood. And you're like, well, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, and you're not going to hold your breath, but you might actually go out for coffee with them. Because, when you were younger, you really enjoyed their company, but as you two got older, there just wasn't much of a relationship there. And they did make you happy at one time, but now there's just nothing there. For some of you, you're going to be meeting somebody that you feel is exactly like you, is a lot like you, and they got scared and ran the other direction instead of realizing that the relationship they had with you was like looking at themselves in a mirror. Now, some of you are doing some soul searching at this time, thinking, well, I'm looking back on the year's end, and I'm trying to figure out, should I stuck in relationships that I had? You know, you're thinking about the past, you're thinking about the future's gonna hold for you, what's the new year going to be like. You know, you're doing some self searching. You know, you're contemplating things, and you're making an inner plan of what you want to see your life turn into in years to come. Some of you have been through one hell of a breakup this year, and you're looking back on the relationship now, going towards the future, and you're really doing some soul searching, thinking, did you make the right decision? You know, you like your independence now, but it was really hard for you to get used to it. And you're doing a lot of self meditation. You're still thinking about the separation. You still feel the sadness, you know, and they're missing you, and they're thinking about you, and they're yearning for you. You know, you're looking back on the relationship, and you're thinking, well, you know, was it as bad as I thought it was? Was it as bad as it should have been? Just ignore my dog. My dog is getting older, and he gets really, really needy. And if I'm not sitting watching TV with him a lot on the weekends, then he finds he can't have little naps and stuff like this. And he's just getting really needy as he gets older. But I have to put some readings out because, as you're all aware, I haven't been doing any readings for over a month. So I've got to start putting some out. Now, you have a difficult decision that's coming up, and it's weighing down on you for some of you. For some of you, you're in a relationship right now, but you're thinking about a past person. You are thinking about this person over and over and over, and you're having a difficult situation whether you stay in the relationship you're in that's been long term and go into another relationship that's not long term. You know, it could be referring back to the person from the past, but you're just trying to make a healthy choice. You're trying to make as many healthy choices as you can because you really want good things to follow this next year. You know, you don't want the same things that happen at the beginning of this year. You don't want the same things to happen again. Some of you will be meeting someone new. You'll be going on some dates. It will be so unplanned because you'll be like, nope, I'm independent. I don't want to get in a relationship ever again. Nope, there's no way. This person has got to be like the best thing since sliced bread before I even decide to do anything with anybody else. Nope, I'm liking my independence. I'm liking my freedom. I'm liking being in the singleton world. But there's someone that does end up making their way towards you, and you say, okay, fine, just gonna give this person a chance. And honestly, a girl, guy, whatever, needs to eat, so I'm gonna go out on this date. It'll be cheaper for me anyways. You get out on this date, and you're really not interested in going on it. Not today. You're deciding that, you know, the last relationship you were in, you just got hurt so badly. You're going to call up this person and try to cancel it, but you're not going to be able to get a hold of them because they're already on the way to the date. And you're like, oh God, I have to go through this. I'm not going to do a no-show because I know how that feels. So you decide to go out on this date thinking that this person is just going to be the self-absorbed narcissist, and you don't want to be in a one-sided relationship like you had before. You're done with that nonsense, sis. You just don't want it anymore. When you sit with this person and you have this conversation with this person somehow inspires you, and it opens up a new door for you. It was like a door that was closed, like in your mind. It was a door that was closed for you. It's not an opportunity, but it may bring about an opportunity because you're going to get inspired by something that somebody says. This person could be a fire sign or an earth sign. And if you should go on this date, the answer is yes, you should go on this date. This person is there to heal your heart. It's not going to be a lasting relationship. It's going to serve its purpose and it's going to go on, but It's going to make you feel better about dating in general, and it's going to be healing you from a broken heart that you had. And it's going to give you a freedom you've never felt before. It's going to give you almost like an aha moment. And it's going to make you feel better about going on dates after that. This person is a soulmate of yours. And when I'm talking about soulmate, I'm not saying a romantic partner. I'm saying a soulmate. Even a friend of me, enemy friend, can be a soulmate of yours if it teaches you something. Like, I went to school with people that were really, really mean and bullied me a lot. But from their bullying has made me stronger. So those bullies ended up being near and dear soulmates of mine because, and they don't even know it, because of their evil words that they spewed from their mouth. I am able to take what they said and use it to my advantage. Therefore, they are a soulmate because that didn't get me down. And to this day, whenever I'm dealing with a problem or a situation, I remember those bullies that I had in high school, and it helps me go further in my life because I will not listen to that anymore. Now, the last relationship you were in involved a wedding, so you could be getting out of a divorce right now, or it was like a connection that you thought was like a soul connection, or you thought it was like a twin flame connection. You were really, really super attached to this person. Like, it was almost like you guys shared the same brain, but it was just a karmic relationship. With karmic relationship means they're people that you're dating while you're waiting for the real relationship. It would be kind of like you're dating someone that looks exactly like the person that you fell in love with years ago, and you just can't get them out of your mind. You think about them constantly, but you're dating somebody that looks like them, acts like them, does similar things to them, but they're not them. It's a karmic relationship. And once you get out of that relationship, sometimes those relationships end very traumatically. And you try to get into other relationships and you feel like that karmic relationship you were in, you were triggered in, and you've just got to let go of that relationship so you can get into a relationship where you actually feel love and not like. You need somebody that's going to be seductive. You need somebody that you have common attraction to, and it's going to start with flirting and dating, but there may be some kind of third party interference. Now, this reading is for everyone, so I'm getting a lot of different things coming up. So I don't know if there's a lot of readers that aren't reading today because it is Christmas Eve, but I'm getting a lot of energy here, and this is one of the reasons why I don't like doing readings in October or in December, because I get too much energy. So my readings are all chip-chopped. They don't go smoothly because I'm getting information for many different people, not just one person. Now, some of you are going back over and reminiscing about a box that you may have. Like, I'm seeing a box where it's got little knickknacks in it. It's got little things. It's got pictures, little knickknacks that mean something to you. They're memories from your past, and you're looking at these thinking, oh, I remember that. It's kind of like something that you do at the end of every year where you go and you look over the past and you try to say, you're one of those people that spend a special time where you actually go over everything that in your life, and you usually do it on Christmas Eve or around Christmas itself, where you go through this box of little knickknacks and stuff from your childhood. I'm seeing stuff from the 80s as well, like those jelly bracelets that we used to wear, and those beads that you used to put on pins, and you used to put them on your shoes for your laces. I'm seeing stuff like that in this little box. You know, friendship pins, the tops of pop cans. I'm seeing a lot of that kind of stuff in this box. Some pictures, letters. You know, you're reminiscing about the past, and this helps you go forward into your future. Let's hurry up on this reading because Charlie wants to go for a nap. Dragonfly, somebody. Here's another message for somebody else. Somebody in your family that has recently passed away that couldn't be here for Christmas is visiting. I got the dragonfly, so somebody that has passed away, they used to wear a dragonfly on their, starts with an L, lapel. They used to wear something on a jacket, and it used to be a dragonfly, and you would know which family member this is because they want to emphasize dragonfly. They're visiting at this time right now because it's so close to Christmas. And then we have the last card here, which is the Knight of Cups in the upright. And somebody is having a lot of creativity, and they're being very creative because they're giving a gift to somebody that has a romantic charm to it. I don't know if you're getting engaged right now, and you're presenting a ring, but you want to do it away from everybody but in front of people. So, you know, you're a little bit nervous whether they're going to say yes or no, and you're using a lot of imagination and beauty in this. Some of you are making pictures for friends that are very, very beautiful. One in particular person is doing some kind of picture where there's a lady that's sitting in front of a dressing table with a mirror, and they've got a long dress on them. Somebody has made a picture like that they're giving away at Christmas time. Sorry, I'm destroying Christmas gifts here. And a lot of you are going to be going into your intuition and following your heart at this time to lead you towards the future. Some of you have just had a Christmas party where, a work Christmas party where somebody that you normally work with, you see them in a different light. As in a Prince Charming thing. So, and that could be, you see them as a princess or whatever you choose, you know, whatever you identify as, that you see them differently than you did at work. It's just, I don't know, getting them out of their work uniform or getting them away from the job where they're actually got their hair done, or, you know, they've got different clothes on and that. It just, you look at them differently than you did before. Your thinking about them is changing, and you're replaying events at work that is going in your head over and over and over and over because you've seen this person on the Christmas party, and they're different. They're not the same. It's kind of like Cupid struck you because it's like a love call. You're got feelings towards this person now. Seeing them in a different light has made you have more feelings. It's making you feel like you should express your love to this person, or you should send a message of love. Or, you know, some of you out there are thinking about someone that a love you left behind, and you're thinking of this person, and you're going to give them a phone call and just let them know that you're thinking about them. And some of you have a secret admirer that's been watching you, looking at you, stalking you, you know, trying to see more about you, get more information about you, because they want to know if you've got somebody, or if you've got somebody, what the relationship is like, so they can move forward with you, or they could actually contact you, and maybe they won't get shot down. Going into the future, what do we have coming up for you in January? What do we have coming up for you in January? Give me 3 cards, please. What do we have coming up in January? Okay, there's 2 cards here. For some of you, you're going to have some endless moments some moments that are really going to grab you in your heart, or you're going to have moments that will sit on you and you'll never forget them. Some of you will discover a new dream that you want. And it could just be a basic dream. It doesn't mean that you're going to have a dream of being really famous, or being some movie star. It might be a dream of being a police officer, or it could be a dream of being a lawyer, or it just comes to you overnight. And you just get really, really curious. Some of you are going to feel nostalgic and want to visit home, want to go back home, want to see people that you used to know, you know, coming back home, missing people that you knew, especially those that are lonely right now. You know, you're in a big building, in your own apartment, you're in the city, and you want to go back home to the country. You know, see who's still there, see who you missed, you know, that swinging door that used to make the sounds, the rattling sounds. You might go back to see that, you know. That might be the reason why you're going back, to see if that gate is still standing. You know, everybody is different. And some of you really have to watch your judgment of others next year. So when you want to say something, just bite your tongue. I hope this reading resonated with you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.